The Chronicles of Whimsy Woods. Part 1, The Enchanted Forest. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled at the edge of a deep forest, lived the curious and adventurous 12-year-old named Emily. Emily had always been fascinated by the mysterious tales of Whimsy Woods that her grandmother used to tell her. Whimsy Woods was said to be an enchanted forest, where talking animals and magical creatures roamed freely. One sunny morning, with her heart full of courage, Emily decided to venture into the forest. She was determined to uncover the secrets of Whimsy Woods and find out if the stories were true. As she stepped into the forest, she was greeted by a world unlike any she had ever seen. The trees whispered secrets, and colorful butterflies danced around her. Emily's adventure had just begun. The forest stretched out before her, a lush tapestry of green, where ancient trees reached for the sky, and wildflowers painted the ground with vibrant hues. Sunlight filtered through the leaves, casting dappled patterns on the forest floor. It was a world of magic and wonder. Emily took a deep breath, inhaling the sweet scent of blooming flowers and the earthy fragrance of the woods. She felt a sense of exhilaration and trepidation all at once. The stories her grandmother had told her echoed in her mind, and she wondered what mysteries awaited her in this enchanting place. With each step, the forest seemed to come alive. Birds serenaded her with their melodious songs, and a family of squirrels chattered as they scampered from tree to tree. Emily's heart swelled with joy, and she couldn't help but smile. It was as if the very heart of the forest had welcomed her. Hours passed as Emily explored the woods, her curiosity guiding her deeper into its embrace. She spotted a sparkling stream, its waters crystal clear, and knelt to cup her hands and take a sip. It tasted as pure and refreshing as the stories had promised. As the day wore on, Emily's steps led her to a clearing bathed in golden sunlight. In the center of the clearing stood an ancient oak tree, its gnarled branches reaching out like the arms of an old friend. Emily approached it and rested her hand against its rough bark, feeling a connection to the centuries of life that had thrived in this forest. The tree seemed to whisper to her, its voice a gentle rustle in the leaves. It spoke of the magic that dwelled in Whimsy Woods, of creatures both whimsical and wise, and of adventures waiting to be had. Emily's heart raced with excitement as she listened, and she knew that she was meant to explore this enchanted realm. With renewed determination, Emily set off once more, her footsteps light and her spirit soaring. The forest stretched out before her, a tapestry of wonders, and she was ready to unravel its secrets. Part 2, The Friendly Fox and the Lost Key. As Emily wandered deeper into Whimsy Woods, she couldn't help but feel a sense of wonder at every turn. The forest seemed to be alive with secrets and stories waiting to be discovered. After a few hours of exploring, Emily found herself in a dense thicket of brambles. She was just about to turn back when she heard a soft rustling coming from behind a cluster of tall ferns. Curiosity getting the better of her, she cautiously made her way through the thicket and gasped at what she saw. There, in a small clearing, stood a fox unlike any she had ever encountered. Its fur was a rich russet color, and its eyes sparkled with intelligence. But what truly set this fox apart was the fact that it was sticking. "Hello there," the fox said, with a sly grin. "My name's Felix, and I must say, you've stumbled into quite the adventure." Emily blinked in surprise. "You can talk?" Felix chuckled. "In Whimsy Woods, many creatures can talk. It's just one of the many wonders of this place. But that's not the most remarkable thing. You see, I'm on a quest, and I could use a clever adventurer like you." Emily's eyes lit up with excitement. "A quest? What kind of quest?" Felix explained that he was searching for a lost key that was said to unlock the greatest secret of Whimsy Woods. The key had been missing for ages, and Felix believed that it was the key to unlocking the true magic of the forest. "I've been on this quest for a long time," Felix admitted. "And I've faced many challenges and puzzles, but I haven't been able to find the key on my own. I need someone with fresh eyes and a brave heart to help me." Emily didn't hesitate. "I'll help you find the key, Felix." Felix's eyes sparkled with gratitude. "Thank you, Emily. I have a feeling that together, we'll uncover the mysteries of Whimsy Woods and unlock its magic." And so, Emily and Felix set off on their adventure, their hearts filled with excitement and determination. Little did they know that their quest would lead them to encounters with mischievous fairies, helpful gnomes, and a wise old owl, each of whom held clues to the whereabouts of the lost key. Part 3. The Curious Conundrum of the Caterpillar Castle. Emily and Felix's journey through Whimsy Woods continued, as they followed the clues and riddles that would lead them to the elusive lost key. It wasn't long before their quest brought them to a most unusual sight, a castle made entirely of colorful caterpillars. It was a sunny day when they stumbled upon the Caterpillar Castle, a place of whimsy and wonder. The castle's walls were woven from silken threads of every color imaginable, and its turrets were crowned with leaves and blossoms. It stood in a lush clearing, surrounded by a fragrant garden of wildflowers. As Emily and Felix approached the castle, they were greeted by a procession of caterpillars, each wearing a tiny crown and a bright, friendly smile. They formed a welcoming path, and Emily and Felix walked through it, feeling as though they were entering a magical world. At the castle's entrance, they were met by a particularly regal-looking caterpillar, who introduced himself as King Fluffywiggle. King Fluffywiggle had a problem, and he hoped that Emily and Felix could help him solve it. "You see," King Fluffywiggle explained, "my caterpillar subjects have been disappearing, one by one, and I fear for their safety. This castle is their home, and they are as dear to me as family." Emily and Felix exchanged a concerned glance. "We'll do everything we can to help you, King Fluffywiggle," Emily assured him. And so, they embarked on a new quest to uncover the mystery of the disappearing caterpillars. They spoke with the castle's inhabitants, listened to their stories, and searched for any clues that might lead them to the truth. As they delved deeper into the conundrum, they discovered that the caterpillars had been vanishing without a trace, leaving behind only a faint trail of silken threads. It was a puzzling mystery, one that seemed to have no logical explanation. But Emily and Felix were determined to unravel the enigma. They explored every nook and cranny of the Caterpillar Castle, searching for hidden passages and secret chambers. Along the way, they encountered charming ladybug servants, friendly butterflies, and even a mischievous squirrel who claimed to have seen something strange in the moonlit garden. With each new discovery, their determination grew stronger. They were determined to find the missing caterpillars and return them to their king. And so, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Emily and Felix set out on a moonlit adventure through the garden, following the faint trail of silken threads. Little did they know that their quest would lead them to a revelation that would change their understanding of Whimsy Woods forever.